So Manchester United opened the Europa League campaign last night with a disappointing 1-1 draw against FC Twente. And now we're going to look at the good, the bad and the awful. Starting with the good. There's not going to be many here in this section, but I still think there's positives to take from the game. Obviously, we're still creating chances. We're dominating possession. We're controlling games a lot better than we have last season. But we're just lacking that clinical edge in front of goal. I think maybe with Highland coming back, I'm hopeful that will change. He's probably still a couple of games away from being 100% match fit and match sharp, but I'm confident that the goals will come. Obviously, another positive is good to see Rashford playing with confidence again. He was looking sharp and he was pulling out some tricks as well. But again, he was lacking that clinical edge in the final third. And of course, obviously, Eriksen's goal, absolutely fantastic finish. But yeah, that was kind of it in terms of the positives. Move on to the bad. There's quite a bit in here now, but I think obviously Bruno is another poor performance from him. He gave the ball away so many times, and I don't know if it's that he doesn't suit this style that Erik ten Hag is trying to implement this season, because obviously we look very different to, okay, maybe not very different, but we look different to what we have done last season. And I'm just wondering, is he not suiting that role? I don't know, like maybe he needs a rest. Like, he's played so many games over the past couple of years. Maybe he just needs a rest. Yeah, and look, that free kick at the very end of the game with 40 yards out, 15 seconds to go on the clock, and you're taking a shot from that position is just absolutely crazy. Like, that ball should be played into Maguire at the back post and onto the cross and possibly create a scoring opportunity for someone. So that was definitely poor. I think dropping De Ligt for Maguire, starting him alongside Martinez, was a mistake. Obviously, I know I called it I said it in my preview that I had a feeling he was probably going to rest De Ligt and start Maguire, but I think obviously, looking at it from my opinion, it looked like having Maguire alongside him completely disrupted Martinez. He looked kind of out of sorts, like he didn't trust the person beside him and constantly looking over his shoulder to see where he was, because he didn't know where he was. Like we've seen over the past few weeks, he's starting to build up that relationship with De Ligt. And I think that a real trust can form there between the two of them, and I think they could be an unbelievable partnership. And I think unless there's an injury or a suspension, I think De Ligt and Martinez need to start every game, because the potential there between the two of them, it's undeniable. I think they could be a force to be reckoned with in the future. Look, it's early days, so I also think the team underestimated FC Twente a bit. I think they allowed him far too much space and time on the ball, especially in the second half. And I think the longer it stayed 1-0 to United when we were ahead, you could see the belief grown in the FC Twente players. And I don't know, look, I think you could just nearly sense that they were going to get something out of the game. They were going to create something. But yeah, I think that's something that they need to cut out as well. They just need to be, we have a habit of, when we go a goal up, we kind of relax. We kind of sit back and go, yeah, okay, we're comfortable. We're in the lead now. We'll hold on to this. Whereas what we did against Barnsley in the Carabao Cup, that's what we should be doing every game. Go and score another one. Keep doing what we're doing, and go and score another game. Score another goal. Score another one. Put the game to bed by half time. Score another one. Just keep going. Don't change it and try and sit back on a 1-0 lead or a 2-0 lead. It never works. Like 1-0 is such a dangerous position to be in. And it proved it again last night. They got their chance and they took it. But yeah, and look, again, it's another bad for us as well, is again not taking our chances. Like we created 19 shots last night and we had 5 on target. And at Old Trafford in a European game against a team like FC Twente, who, no disrespect to them, we should be beaten comfortably. I said it in the preview. I said it during the game. We should be beating this team comfortably. But like, it's not good enough. Like, our best chance in the game last night came from what would have been an own goal, only for their keeper pulled off a great save. Like, that was our best chance. Yes, we had shots on target ourselves, but none of them were really going to trouble the keeper. So I think that's definitely going to need to change, and quick, or Ten Hag is going to be in trouble very, very soon. I've seen fans online now. Well, look, it started a couple of weeks ago, really, but it's really starting to amplify now. There's a lot of fans calling for Ten Hag to go. Personally, I don't. I think we're showing enough this season so far that I think it will click. I just hope he gets the time to prove and to show what he's building, because he's definitely building something. It's just we need to start scoring goals. Like, from last season, there was so much wrong on nearly every aspect of the pitch last season, but we've improved so much. Like, we were never going to improve everything. We've improved how we play out from the back. We've improved how we set up defensively. We've improved in transitions. The only thing we haven't improved is scoring. So I think if we can sort that out in the next couple of games, and start scoring some serious amount of goals, I think we should be okay. As well, I think the substitutions didn't help much last night either. Maybe they were made too late, but I think when the subs came on, they had little to no impact on the game at all. Obviously, subs coming on, when they come on, is down to Ten Hag. So obviously he'd have to take the blame, and in fairness, he said it himself that he has to take a look in the mirror, that he's to blame as much as the players are. But yeah, I think maybe if he's making those changes, maybe he needs to be making them sooner and give the players an opportunity to make a difference in the game. And now, on to the awful. And I think there's only one thing here, and it's the goal we conceded. And it's not so much the fact that they scored, it's the manner in which they scored. Like, their player made a run from the right back position, and he literally walked past Rashford. I think Bruno was there. Martinez made a half-hearted tackle on the halfway line, and then Maguire just makes this crazy lunge on the halfway line, and the player just gets past him way too easily, until Ugarte comes across and makes the challenge and kind of cuts it out. But then the ball falls to Eriksen, who's facing his own goal and doesn't look to see what's around him. Like, he had a ball on, and he could have passed it back to Onana and it would have been clear. Like, but instead he tried to turn, and the player just came in, nicked it off him, ran through on goal, and then obviously Onana gets beaten at his near post, which shouldn't happen. I think his position looked okay, but it was like as if he took a step to the right, and it just left the space wide open on his near post. But look, the entire goal was just a comedy of errors. It was just one after the other. There's so many mistakes in it. But I think like we need to cut out those silly mistakes that are costing us victories. And we need to start scoring goals. And hopefully with Highland coming back, that can change. But let's see. Look, we got Spurs at home now on Sunday at 4:30. So there's time to put it right. And look, again, Spurs are a team that we should be beating comfortably. On paper, anyway, we should be like. We've seen how Spurs have played under Ange, so they're definitely beatable. We have the players to beat them, but we just need to go out now and do it, and hopefully we can get some goals, take our chances, and win comfortably. Yeah, but look, I'll be doing another watch along for that one at 4:30 on Sunday is the kickoff, so I'll be going live maybe around 4:00, a little after. So yeah, I hope you'll tune in for that one. Smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. And once again, I mentioned it last night. I set a little target for the channel when I started it 3 months ago that I wanted to. Well, I was kind of hopeful that I would get to 100 subscribers by the end of the year, and it got to September and it was starting to climb. So I thought, okay, let's try and hit 100 by the end of the month, and we hit it last night. So massive thank you to everyone that's after subscribing to the channel, everyone that's after watching a video, liking the video, commented on a video, getting involved in the chat on the live watch-alongs. Anyone that's jumped on board this journey with us, and yeah, and hopefully the next goal now, I'm going to set try to get to 200 by the end of the year. So let's see how we do. But yeah, thanks again to everyone, and yeah, we catch you later.